What's up, friends, fans, and fellow gamers? It's me, Sylvia Faye, your girl, here doing another monthly build, which is January. It's Birthstones that I'm doing with this particular build, and this one is Garnet. I decided to go with a kind of cabin-y type home because January, I thought, you know, New Year's party, it's probably still got snow on the ground, so I kind of went a little bit cabin-ish with it. I was going to put in this video me creating the sim for this particular build. His name is Garnet. January, I think, is what I named him. But I will put him in the gallery along with the build. Excuse the pause here at the video because I didn't really watch the whole thing to edit it. Anyway, so I was going to put in my Create a Sim edit in this, but when I went to do that, I had some issues and the video just like completely disappeared because my recording software wasn't working right. Also, one of the hardest parts I had with this build was the roof. I had no idea how I was going to do the roof or make it look decent. I think what I came up with, or what happened, turned out pretty good. As you can see, I was having issues with the roof being inside the build, which kind of pissed me off a little bit. So I came up with a solution for it, which was basically take pieces of roof, and you'll see it here in a second. But I was trying to make it so that that one particular line, that, you know, that one section was open to the floor below, and it just wasn't working for me. And so I had to go online, look up a tutorial on how to do it, and, you know, it turned out pretty good, if I do say so myself. I cannot for the life of me remember the simmer that I looked at to help me create the look down, or whatever it's called, the open area. But if I do, then I will put it in the description below. If I don't, I'm sorry. Yeah, but I wanted to kind of, you know, January, the Birthstones Garnet, I think I already said that. There are also like a whole bunch of other Birthstones too, to go along with it. I did not know that each month had multiple Birthstones. I thought it was just, you know, the one Birthstone and that was it, but no, it has Garnet for January, and, you know, several of the months have multiple. December is like completely crazy with it. So each month, what I'm going to be doing is the same thing I'm doing with my horoscope builds, is I will put one of these a month. So obviously this month, January, you're going to get January build. February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Woo! Okay. I have not had my caffeine today. I impressed myself. Oh, okay. The roof assist is Carly Cat. Yeah, I will put a link to her YouTube in the description below, so you guys could go check her out. One of the things I wanted to do with the Garnet build that I wanted to maintain red, but I wanted to use like a bright red, as opposed to ruby, which is more of a deeper, darker hue of red. Tone? Hue? Okay. It's been a minute since I've done any artsy stuff, so, leave me alone. One of the hardest things I had with this was the rooms are so small. They look massive, but they're actually not that big, comparatively. And I'm used to making these giant-ass houses with huge rooms, and I just have the hardest time making small houses with decent-sized rooms. So this kind of helped me a little bit figure out floor plan and, making something smaller than what I normally do. I mean, shit, if you look at one of my first sim builds, it was the huge mansion in Dark Hollow, I believe is what it's called. Don't quote me on that. I don't know my sim worlds. So, yeah, I had my son, Skyrim Boy, decorate it, and then I went back and fixed it, and it took me like, I don't know, a total of 40-something hours to make it look good. And that is my cottage style mansion. If you want to check it out, I have a playlist that will be at the end of this video for all my sim builds. I'm sure it's on there. And like, I also have a hard time being quick with my builds because I'm a casual gamer, and what I mean by that is that I like to do things at a fairly steady, slow pace. So, it always agitated my ex that whenever he'd game with me, I would take my time in a lot of areas, whereas he's rushing it, trying to get through it, and I'm like, I haven't played this section, I want to take my time, I want to look at this section. So that kind of went over to my Sims builds, which, as you can see, yeah, this is only like a 20-minute video, but this video is actually made up of parts that total like 3 hours. And that's without me adding clutter to the house. Like, I didn't add any clutter, or hardly any clutter, to this house because I was just running out of energy and I was tired and I just wanted to get it done and over with because, I just wanted it done and over with. So I didn't add any clutter. I will put it up on the gallery. It should be up there as of the 1st of January, I assume. So if you want to check it out, by all means. If you want to add the clutter yourself, go ahead. If you don't, no big deal. It's whatever. I was just kind of being a little bit lazy about it and didn't really want to spend all that time. So I'll probably do the same thing with all of my Birthstone builds and just not add the clutter so that you guys can add it yourself if you want. That, and as much as I love building in The Sims, and as much as I love, playing The Sims, it can be boring and exhausting. So this was actually a push for me to get it done. and it's probably going to be a push for me to get it done for most of my builds. I do plan on, posting these. I also have like a whole list or book or whatever of builds that other people have chosen for me to do. Not to mention the build challenges that I plan on doing. I also eventually plan on doing a series that is inspired and based on the 1 week, 1 room, 1 theme challenge, which I will leave a link to that in the description as well. I had fun doing it the first time I did it. It was alright. It helps you think outside the box, and you can actually go on that forum and check out all of the builds that other people have done and maybe get some inspiration for yourself. I know that happened to me several times. So that's how I got such an expanse of, ideas for things. Like my Valentine's Day build, which is the heart-shaped house. I also like to torture myself, so that's another thing. Yeah, I tried to do my best with this. I also tried to stay away from the dark reds as much as I could. Obviously, you can't stay away from all the dark reds because sometimes when you click red, that's the only red they have. So I was very... Well, okay, I can't say that. I was gonna say that I was very careful about my pattern wallpapers, but I can honestly say that I was not careful with my pattern wallpapers on account of the pattern wallpapers are the ones that have red. So, like the vampire pack or whatever, they have a lot of red pattern wallpapers. So I use that quite a bit in this build because of the red. Now, mind you, I'm not a huge fan of red walls in anything but the bedroom. Don't know why. I don't know. Red walls are just... To me, personally, red walls are romantic, and if you put red walls in a living room, that's kind of weird. But to each their own, that's just my opinion about it. So, yeah. I had a bit of trouble trying to decide what dresser to use. I also was trying to decide while I was putting in like the side tables and stuff if I wanted to put in a TV in the room. And I decided against it because what's the point? Because, the way the bed is facing, it would have to be like directly almost on top of the door, and I wasn't about to do that. So, see, there's that pattern wallpaper. Like, the master bedroom, which is what this is just nothing but patterns, and it makes my eyes go all funky, and I don't like it. But that's what I had to work with, so that's what I worked with. I don't have the home design pack. I want that pack, but I need money for rent and food, So, yeah, I had some fun with this build. Some frustration, a lot of frustration, specifically with the roof. Also, some of the rooms, because, like, in the plan, which I will put up in this video at some point, or have put up in this video at some point. Right now I'm recording the voice after I've put the video together, before I added the pictures and all that stuff. So, in the plan, it shows, like, closets, stuff like that, and Sims don't really use closets that much. So, I had to move some stuff around, make some rooms bigger, remove some rooms, and it turned out basically the same as the floor plan, but not, you know, exactly, which is completely fine, because it still worked out. And this is supposed to be like a 2 to 3 bedroom house, and like the loft area is supposed to be the 3rd bedroom, but I decided to turn it into kind of a reading nook area, which you'll see here in a second. And cause, you know, it's just, that's just something that appeals to me, is turning a loft area into a reading area, kind of like a little, you know, library type thing. And I also had an issue. I don't know. Okay. So, I have an issue with, like, one of the bedrooms being on the bottom floor. That's just me. But I think that the bedrooms should either be on the 2nd floor and above, or, you know, in a separated basement or something. Because it's just weird to me to have a bedroom on the main floor if you have 2 floors. I don't know, maybe that's my issue, and I don't like it, but, you know, it still turned out alright. I was okay with it, sort of. I'm trying to think of any houses I've lived in where one of the main bedrooms was on the 1st floor, and I can't think of any that I've lived in. Like, the one house I lived in, it was kind of like a duplex. Like, you had your downstairs and you had 2 bedrooms and a living room area and a bathroom and the laundry room and all that. And then the 1st floor, or the main floor, you had 2 bedrooms, bathroom, living room, and the kitchen. So, I mean, it kind of like a duplex. Yeah, so instead of turning this into like a guest bedroom or something, I just turned it into a bedroom for, you know, teenagers or college kids or whatever. I mean, I guess it could be a guest room, but when I was putting this together, I was thinking of teenagers, not guests. So that's why it is the way it is. And we are almost at the end of the video. So, what I'll end up doing is, you know, finish up the loft, put the wallpaper on the walls, because for whatever reason I didn't do that before going back to the loft. I really am a little upset with myself because I didn't put in any clutter before putting this on the gallery. I might, by the time you guys see this and download it from the gallery, assuming you do, it will probably have clutter because I tend to get bored and just you know, that's one of the things I kind of like doing, is the small tedious stuff. Ironic, since I get bored really easily. So yeah, that is my Garnet build. I will, here in a second, it'll show you the kind of a walkthrough of it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys are having a great beginning of the year. I hope you guys had great holidays. And I wish you the best for this year. Hopefully things will get better. If they don't, you know, it's just whatever. So thanks again for watching. Thanks for being a fan. If you liked the video and want to see more, please hit that subscribe button. Hit a like if you like this, or hit a dislike if you didn't like it. Whatever, it doesn't matter to me. And I will see you guys in the next one, in the next video. All of that. Bye!